everyone. Today's class is called Align Your Spine and Free Your Movement. Now we will focus a lot today on that connection of back of the skull, shoulder blades, and sacrum. So the back of the skull, shoulder blades, and sacrum, creating that neutral spine and neutral pelvis. Now with that alignment in place, our movement is freer, more sustainable, effective, and efficient. It also creates the ability to be more mobile, more stable, and stronger. So let's get started, and let's come down to the mat on our backs, knees bent, feet hip-width apart. Now bring the base of your palms on your frontal hip points. Those are called your ASIS. And then take your fingers and point them towards your pubic bone and your thumbs towards your belly button, creating this diamond shape. Now lengthen your tailbone towards your heels. Now you want the diamond shape, the hands, and the pelvis to be all in one plane. So notice if your pubic bone is dipping down and back into an anterior tilt, or if you're scooping too much and your hips are lifting and it's actually moving too up. There is a little tiny bit of a posterior tilt here, but it is maintaining this level pelvis. Just imagine those pelvic points drawing together and the belly button drawing down. So you feel the sacrum on the ground. You also feel your back ribs on the ground, okay? Now you want the shoulder blades to be on the mat without popping in the ribs and tilting in the pelvis. So take your hands on the outside of your ribs here and do this little sound. Ha! And that really corsets the ribs together here. So we've got the sacrum connected. We've got the shoulder blades connected. Now I want the back of the skull connected. Now make sure that the chin isn't lifting and you have this technology neck, the hyperextension there. So you might have to lift your head, bring your chin in a little bit, and set it down to create more length in the cervical spine. Or you may have to put a blanket or a towel, something folded underneath the skull to lift the skull to create more of that neutral chin here, to prevent it from lifting. Now keep the hands where they are. Keep everything connected, and we will begin marching. So lift the left knee over the left hip and set it down. Right knee over the right hip and set it down. And just notice your spine. Are you shifting and popping the ribs and moving through the pelvis? Really contain the core here. Core is everything but your limbs, so everything stays solid. And we're grounded by the back of the skull, the shoulder blades, and the sacrum. The next time the left knee is up over the left hip, extend the leg to the ceiling. Bend the knee, set it down. Right knee over your right hip, extend it to the ceiling. Bend the knee, set it down, and continue alternating here. Really bringing your mind to the spine, as well as your ribs, your neck, your chin there, and your pelvis. What are they doing? Are you able to contain? Even it out. And then stop that movement and stay here for a moment. Now, pressing through the feet, engage your glutes. Slowly lift your hips up into a low bridge. So lifting up. And then sequentially rolling down. Like tiptoeing down the spine. So like you're walking the front of your spine down. And then pushing up, engage the glutes. Rolling up the spine this way. And then rolling down the spine. Keeping everything connected and consolidated. One more time. Up. And lower down. Last time. And we'll stay up. Push up. Engage the glutes. Maintain the connection of the ribs. Reach the hands up to the ceiling. Palms are flat. Left hand takes the right fingers and pulls the right fingers back. Now begin pressing into the big toe mounds and lift the heels up and down. Mindful not to roll out on the pinky side. If you have the capacity in your shoulders and your ribs can stay contained, you can reach the arms overhead to the floor behind you. Take your time with your feet. Bring mindfulness there so there is a neutral plantar flexion of the ankle here. Bring the arms back up if they've been overhead, then lower the heels and switch hands. Keep the glutes activated, tailbone lengthening, ribs consolidated, and maybe take the left arm overhead, lengthening through the spine here. Don't let the ribs get away from you. Don't turn off those glutes. Keep them firing. Bring the arms back up, lower by your side, and then sequentially lower all the way down. Don't tip in the pelvis. Draw the front body in. Bring your hands behind your head, interlace the fingers, elbows up to the ceiling. Now, it's sometimes when you get into this position and you lower from your abdominal work, you collapse and let the pelvis tilt and the ribs lift. So every time you lower, come back to this connection here, this integration. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift the shoulder blades off of the mat. Keep your neck neutral, so don't pull on your neck. The shoulders stay lifted and you soften the head into the hands. Front body draws in. Inhale and lower. Keep the connection. Feel those back ribs on the ground. Exhale, lift up. Left knee over the left hip into hip flexion. Bring the foot down. Inhale and lower. Exhale, lift up. Right knee over the right hip. Foot down. Inhale and lower. Exhale, lift up. Left knee over the left hip. From the central axis of your body, an inch twist to the left. The left shoulder blade stays off of the ground. Come back through center, foot down, inhale and lower. Exhale, lift up. Right knee over the right hip. Inch twist to the right. Right shoulder blade stays lifted. Back through center, foot down, inhale and lower. Exhale, lift up. Left knee over the left hip, inch twist to the left. Reach the right arm on the outside of the left leg, and from the right shoulder blade, reach a little bit more. Hand behind your head, back through center, foot down, inhale and lower. Exhale, lift up. Right knee over the right hip, inch twist to the right. Left arm reaches on the outside of the left leg, and from the left shoulder blade, reach a little bit more into a bit of a protraction. Hand behind your head, back through center, foot down, inhale and lower. Exhale, lift up. Left knee over the left hip, inch twist to the left, right arm reaches. Maybe extend the right leg, the sacrum stays on the ground. Right foot down, hand behind your head through center, left foot down, inhale and lower. Exhale, lift up. Right knee over the right hip, inch twist to the right, reach the left arm. Maybe extend the left leg. Left foot down, hand behind your head, back through center, right foot down, inhale and lower. One more each side. Exhale, lift up. Left knee over the left hip, inch twist to the left, right arm reaches, right leg extends. Right foot down, hand behind your head through center, left foot down, inhale and lower. Exhale, lift up, right knee over the right hip, inch twist to the right. Reach the left arm, extend the left leg. Left foot down, left hand behind your head through center, right foot down, inhale and lower. Awesome. Come to quadruped, all fours. hands and knees. So make sure that your knees are aligned right underneath your hips. Wrist creases right underneath your shoulders, and the wrist creases are parallel to the short end of the mat. Now, really draw the front body to the back body as if you were laying on your back. So all of this consolidating. Now, when you do that, sometimes there's a tendency of rounding when you draw the belly in, but we're going to keep the spine long and just consolidate the front here. So mindful that you're not over rounding in protraction or collapsing and sinking here. Make sure that the chin isn't lifting or tucking and the neck isn't sinking itself. So, long through the spine. Maybe take your right hand behind the skull and lift the skull into the hand. So push through that left hand, lift the back of the skull without the chin lifting, and then put the right hand down. So we're doing a little bit of scapula push-ups here, moving through protraction and retraction, deviating from the neutral spine here. So soften the chest towards the thumbs, and the shoulder blades will move closer together a little bit. And then push away, and then bring the shoulder blades apart, protraction. And then soften the chest towards the floor. Pull the hands back isometrically. And then push away, broaden between the shoulder blades. One more time. Soften the chest towards the thumbs. And then push away and broaden the shoulder blades apart. And then find neutral. Find your shoulder blades nestled there on the ribs. Throat is lifted. Back of the skull, shoulder blades, sacrum, all in alignment. Push-ups. So we're just going to bend the elbows a third of the way. Keep the spine long. Keep the neck in line. Keep the front body drawing in. And then push the arms straight. Bend the elbows. The elbows are moving back. They're not hugging in. Fronts of the shoulders stay lifted. Push back into quadruped. One more time. Bend the elbows back, lowering, keeping everything in a line, and push back up. Step your left foot back, engage the left glute. Step the right foot back for plank. Shoulders stay on the back, glutes activated, front body drawing in, throat is lifted. Now pull the hands back isometrically. Draw the left knee back underneath you for quadruped, and the right knee follows. Right knee steps back, right foot steps back, engage the right glute. Left foot steps back, plank. Engage the glutes, draw the front body in, keep the front of the neck lifting, and pull the hands back isometrically. Right knee back into quadruped, left knee into quadruped. Dolphin. Forearms down, elbows underneath your shoulders. Now if your elbows have a tendency of going out and your arms veering in, clasp your hands and get those elbows nestled right underneath your shoulders. If you can have a true parallel in your forearms and elbows underneath your shoulders, you can go there. Allow the head to release between your arms. Push the mat away. So I'm broadening between my shoulder blades. And then stay here or lift up into dolphin. Walk the feet in, have some buoyancy in the knees. Now as you inhale, fill up the back body with breath, and exhale, consolidate the front. So make sure you're not locking out your legs, and then begin lifting the heels up and down, just like we did in low bridge. Let the head release, and keep pushing through those forearms. Keep consolidating the core, ribs in. Beautiful. And then lower the knees, sit back onto the heels, child's pose. Reach the arms forward, palms up. Keep the front body contained here as well. And then make your way to the front of the mat for Sun Sal 1. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge back in the hips. Now pretend that there's a string between your chin and your pubic bone, and that string stays taut. Plant the hands. Step the right foot back, lower the knee, top of the foot. Inhale, rise up, right hand on the back of your skull, left hand on your belly. Now push your head back into your hands without lifting the chin, and then push the belly in. Maybe your ribs need a little bit of feedback as well. Keep that right glute activated and left foot pulling back. Plant the hands. Step back into plank. Shoulders over your wrist. Glutes activated, front body consolidated, throat lifting. Now lower the knees right where they are. Keep your glutes on. Keep your front body really drawing in. And bend the elbows a third of the way. Keep the fronts of the shoulders lifted. Don't sink the neck. Push up. Bend the elbows about a third of the way. Elbows go back. Don't hug them in. And push up. Bend the elbows a third of the way. And push up. Last time, lowering to the floor. Bend. Keep everything consolidated. Keep the fronts of the shoulders lifted. Keep the front of the neck lifted. Lower down. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, pull through for cobra. Belly draws in, ribs are in, glutes are on. Curl the toes, push up to your knees or through plank, and lift up, downward facing dog. Walk the feet in. Have buoyancy in your knees and lift under your armpits and draw the ribs and belly in. Without picking up your hands, step the right foot forward, lower the left knee, top of the foot. Rise up, left hand behind your skull, right hand on your belly. Now press your head into your hand and then push your belly in, maybe ribs. So finding that feedback, left glute activated, right foot pulling back. Plant the hands and step that left foot forward. And inhale, reach the arms forward and up. So sit back into the hips. Watch that you lose that connection of the ribs and the pelvis there. Beautiful. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge back in the hips. Imagine that string between your chin and your pubic bone. Plant the hands. Step the left foot back, lower the knee, not the toes, rise up, arms by your side, engage the left glute, pull the right foot back, and then roll the shoulders here. Slowly, mindful, the scapula, the shoulder blade is doing the movement. So trying to get full movement and full range in that shoulder blade. Plant the hands, step back into plank. There's shoulders on the back. Shoulders over your wrist, glutes on, front body drawing in, front of the throat lifted. Lower the knees right where they are. Keep squeezing your bum. Keep drawing the front body in. Bend the elbows a third of the way. And push up. Watch your neck. Bend the elbows back, not hugging in. And push up. One more time. Bend the elbows back. Fronts of the shoulders stay lifted. Throat stays lifted. And push up, this time all the way down. Bend. Hug everything in. Pull through for cobra. And exhale, lift up through your knees or through plank. Downward facing dog, walk the feet in a little bit. Again, create buoyancy in the knees, lift under the armpits, and consolidate the ribs in the belly. Without picking up your hands, step the left foot forward, lower the right knee, not the toes. Rise up, right glute activated, left foot pulling back, and roll the shoulders here. Notice if your ribs are getting away from you, draw them back in. Make sure your right hip is right over your right knee there. Plant the hands, solidly plant them. Push through the floor, step the right foot forward, and inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge back in the hips, ribs in. Plant the hands. Step the right foot back, lower the knee, not the toes. Rise up, right hand behind the skull, left arm out to the side, palm is forward. Keep that right glute activated, left foot pulling back. Inhale here. Exhale, little twist to the left. Inhale, back through center. Keep pressing your head into your hand. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Hold here. Right hand lands on the floor underneath your right shoulder. Left arm reaches to the ceiling. Now your right hand can also be on a block. Push through the right hand, pull it back isometrically. And from the ribs, the torso moves. Let the right ear release to the right shoulder. So I'm reaching up and pull that left foot back isometrically. Lower the left hand, rise up to the right side of your mat for goddess. Bring your arms out, turn the palms up. Now imagine the sit bones squeezing together and then really consolidating the front ribs here. Now open the arms out and back without the ribs releasing. Then bring the fingertips together and push the sternum back. So protraction, shoulder blades move away from the spine. Inhale, open, pull the arms back, shoulder blades move together in a bit of a retraction without the ribs going. Forward, exhale, fingertips, sternum back. Inhale, open the arms, pull back. Exhale, fingertips together and push that sternum back. Inhale, come back to neutral, palms forward, and sit maybe a little deeper into your goddess, hug together, and then reach the arms apart. Feel the shoulder blades there on the back. Windmill to the front, plant your hands, lower the right knee underneath your right hip, and extend the left leg back. So make sure the wrists are under the shoulders, gaze is down, throat is lifting. Bending the elbows, lowering the spine, and push up. Bend the elbows. Don't hug your arms in, and push. One more time. Bend the elbows, and push up. Lower the left foot, keeping the left leg straight. Engage the left glute. Draw the right knee into the belly. Tap it down. Right knee into the belly. Tap it down. Right knee into the belly. Tap it down. Last one. Right knee into the belly. Push. Three-legged down dog. Right leg lifts. You might have to pop your left foot in or walk your hands back a little bit to shorten your dog. Right glute activated. Right knee bends and circle the hip. Knee in, out, and around. Keep your pelvis nice and steady so you're just moving within the hip joint. Good. Other way. Back up, out, and around. Up. Keep those your arms strong and straight and lifting under the armpits. Set that right foot down. Walk your hands back to your feet. Sitting back into the hinge. Hands in front of your toes. Now long through the spine, so you've got to really hinge back. Keep that front body consolidated and isometrically pull the hands back towards your toes, creating length in the spine. Now come back to that string between your chin and your pubic bone. Bring your hands to your shins and rise up. Engage the glutes at the top, pressing the hips a little forward. Maybe finding that diamond shape and lifting the heels, pressing through the big toe mounts. Lower the heels, bend the knees, hinge back in the hips as you slide down. Watch the knocking of the knees. Keep the chin neutral. Slide back up. Engage the glutes at the top, find that diamond. Lift the heels. Lower the heels. Bend, hinge, slide down your legs. Keep the spine long. Shoulders on the back, or the shoulder blades on the back. Rise back up. Engage the glutes. Lift the heels. Now hold here. Glutes are activated. Inner thighs hugging together. Core consolidated. Lower the heels. Shift your weight into your left foot. Bring your hands to your waist. Right knee to your belly into hip flexion. Now engage the left glute. Pull up into that left thigh. And consolidate your front body. Now extend the right leg straight. Step it forward. Put weight into it. Left knee to belly. Right glute activated, right leg, right thigh pulling up into the pelvis. Consolidate, front body. Extend the left leg. Step the left foot forward, followed by the right. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge back in the hips. Hinge back, long through the spine. Keep your neck neutral. Hands land, step the left foot back, lower the knee, not the toes. Rise up, left hand behind your skull, right arm out to the side, palm forward. Activate the left glute and pull the right foot back. Now lean your head into your hand. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the right. So we're doing the lit fire sprinkler here. Lit sprinkler. Exhale, turn. Inhale, back to center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Hold here. Left hand lowers underneath your left shoulder on the block or the floor. Right arm reaches to the ceiling. The right ribs rotate to the right. Left ear releases to the left shoulder. Now keep the chin in. Push through the left hand, pull it back, and reach up. Lower the right hand, rise up to the left side of your mat for goddess. Open the arms out, palms up. Inhale, pull back without the ribs popping forward. And exhale, bring your fingertips together and draw the sternum back. Inhale, open, palms up, pull together. Exhale, fingertips together, push the sternum back. Inhale, open. And exhale, fingertips together, push the sternum back. Now inhale, come back to neutral, palms forward here. Sit a little deeper, hug the sit bones together and reach the arms apart. Windmill back to the front, plant the hands, lower the left knee under the left hip, and right leg extends back. Bend the elbows a third of the way, keep the fronts of the shoulders lifted and the neck in line, and push up. Bend the elbows, lowering the torso, push up. Keep that front body really consolidated. One more time, bend the elbows, and push up. Lower the right foot, engage the right glute. Keep that right leg straight. Draw the left knee into the belly, and tap it down. Draw it in, tap it down. Watch of the over rounding of the upper back. Up and down. Keep the shoulder blades on the back. Up, and then push up and back, downward dog with the left leg lifted. Maybe walk your hands in a little closer, put buoyancy in that right knee. Lift under the armpits. Bend the left knee, circle that left hip, in, out, and around. In, out, and around. Don't let your ribs spill. We're more of thinking pushing up than pushing back and down. Other way. Then lower the left foot next to the right. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Sit back into the hips and create nice long length through the spine. So my torso is lying here on my thighs. I'm not over rounding and I'm not spilling my ribs forward. So really contain the front body. Pull the hands back isometrically. Envision that string between your chin and your pubic bone. You want to keep that taut. Hands to your shins. Slide up to stand. Engage the glutes. Press the hips forward. Maybe find that diamond. Lift the heels. Lower the heels. Bend, hinge, slide. Watch that your knees don't knock in. Rise back up. Find the diamond. Press through the feet. And down. One more time. Bend, hinge. Slide back up. Engage the glutes. Lift the heels. Hold it here. Glutes activated. Inner thighs hugging together. Ribs contained. Spine long. Chin is neutral. Lower the heels. Shift your weight into your right foot. Hands to your hips. Left knee to the belly. Right glute activated. Right thigh pulling up. Ribs in. Extend the left leg straight. Step the left foot down. Right knee to the belly. Extend the right leg straight. Step the right foot forward, followed by the left. Sun Sal A. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge back in the hips, plant the hands under your shoulders. Keep the shoulders there as you step back into plank. Find that long spine. Lower the knees or not, but lower to the floor. Do not hug your arms in, and keep the fronts of the shoulders lifted. Chest stays a little lifted when you lower. Inhale, pull back. Turn on the glutes, draw the belly in, ribs in. Exhale, push up. Downward facing dog, walk the feet in. Take a deep breath in dog. Exhale, bend the knees without picking up your hands. Walk or jump to the front. And inhale, rise up, long through the spine. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge back in the hips. Plant the hands under the shoulders. Shoulders stay there as you step back into plank. Lower the knees or not, lower to the floor. Keep the fronts of the shoulders lifted, glutes activated. Inhale, pull through for cobra. And exhale, lift up through your knees or plank. Downward dog, walk the feet in. Buoyancy in the knees, lift in the upper body. Lift in the front body. Without picking up your hands, take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk or jump to the front. Inhale, rise up. One more time. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge back in the hips. Plant the hands. Step back into plank. Lower the knees or not, lower to the floor. Inhale, pull through for cobra. And exhale, lift up. Downward facing dog, walk the feet in a little bit. Nice deep breaths. Extend your left leg up behind you, hip height, engage the left glute. And then begin lifting that right heel up and down. Got to maintain the lift under your armpits and the front ribs and belly. Pushing through that right big toe mount. Beautiful. Now step the left foot forward, rise up, crescent lunge, bend the right knee. Bring your right hand behind the back of your skull, left hand to your belly. And press your head back into your hand without lifting the chin, and use the left hand on your belly as feedback. Shifting forward into tilted crescent. Right glute activated, right leg straight, and spine stays long. Neck stays in line, and the front body stays consolidated. Rise back up, crescent lunge. Shift forward, tilted crescent, right glute activated, pull the left foot back. Keep that front body drawing in, head moving back into the right hand. Back into crescent lunge. Bend that right knee so this pelvis stays right underneath you in neutral. Shift forward, tilted crescent. Back into crescent lunge. Shift forward into tilted crescent. Bring your right hand to the top of your left thigh, left hand to your outer left hip where you have your fingers, left fingers in that left hip crease. And then really think of hinging that left hip back. But don't think about it, do it. Left knee stays bent. Shift forward onto your right tippy toes so you can stay there. You can hover the right foot or lift it up into airplane, hip height, knee and toes pointed down. Long through the spine here. Lower the right foot, open up. Left warrior two. Bring your left hand behind the back of your skull, right hand to your belly. Inhale here, and exhale, reverse warrior. Lean your head back into your hand, let the right ear release, draw the front body in. Inhale through center, switch hands. Exhale, warrior variation. Inhale, switch hands. Exhale, reverse warrior. Keep hugging around the sit bones. Inhale, up. Exhale, windmill down to the mat. Plant your hands, pivot your back foot. Right knee underneath your right hip. Now you can kickstand the right foot out to the right if you need to. Left leg comes back, modified side plank. Left arm reaches to the ceiling or to the hip. Right hand underneath that right shoulder. Right knee underneath your right hip. Push through that right hand and pull it back. So I'm leaning into my shoulder blade to not dip my right shoulder forward. Glutes are activated, hips pressed forward, front body draws in. Lower the left hand down, bring the left knee in underneath the hip and open to the right for left, modified side plank. Again, right hand on your right hip or up to the ceiling, but really reach in and consolidate this front body, really draw it in as the back body engages. Right hand down, right knee down, modified side plank. This time the left leg can stay down or you can lift the left leg up. Left hand down, left knee down. Right leg goes back, modified side plank. Or right leg can lift. Right hand down, right knee down, modified side plank. Foot down or up. Left hand down, left knee down, modified side plank to the right. Foot can stay down or the leg can lift. Right hand down, right knee down, left modified side plank. Lower the left hand, lower the left knee, right modified side plank. Good. Right hand down, right knee down. Extend the left leg back behind you, right leg back for plank. Left knee underneath you, right knee. Extend the left leg back, right leg back. Left knee down, right knee down. Left leg back, right leg back. Left knee down, right knee down. Last time. Left leg back, right leg back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the knees or not. Lower all the way to the floor. Don't hug the arms in. Keep the fronts of the shoulders lifted. Reach the arms back and curl the toes. Inhale for locust. And exhale, plant the hands. Push up, downward facing dog. Walk the feet in. Beautiful. Inhale your right leg up behind you. Hip height. And then begin lifting the left heel up and down. Push through that left big toe mound. Keep a lift under the arms and really draw the front ribs and belly in. Good. Stepping that right foot forward. Rise up. Crescent lunge. Back knee is bent. Pelvis right underneath you. Left hand behind your skull. Right hand on your belly. Inhale, shift forward for tilted crescent. Front body engaged. Left glute activated. Inhale, come back in. Crescent lunge. Shift forward, tilted crescent. Inhale, back up. Exhale. Tilted crescent. Back into crescent lunge. Tilted crescent. Left hand to your right thigh, right hand to your outer right hip, right fingers in that right hip crease. Really hinge that right hip back. Left glute activated. Front body consolidated. Throat stays lifted. Shift to your tippy toes. Maybe hover that leg or lift it hip height. Keep the pelvic points pointing down. Lower the left foot, turn to the left, right warrior two. Left hand to your belly, right hand behind your skull. Keep your pelvis right underneath your hips. Inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior with your hands like this. Inhale, up, switch hands. Exhale, warrior variation. Lean back into that left hand. Inhale, up, switch, exhale, reverse. Inhale, up, turn back to the front, plant the hands, pivot the foot. Left knee lands. Open the right leg to the right, to the back of the mat. Again, the left foot can be kickstand out to the left for modified side plank. Left shoulder over the left wrist, hip over the knee. Engage your glutes, press your hips forward, consolidate the front here. Hand can be on your hip to the ceiling. Don't turn your neck or look up. Keep your neck neutral or looking down. Right hand lands, right knee down, open to the left, right modified side plank. Foot down, maybe hand up. Left hand down, left knee down. Modified side plank. Right foot can stay down or it can lift. Right hand down, right knee down. Open up to the left. Long through the spine here. Left hand down, left knee down, modified side plank. Right hand down, right knee down. Open up to the left. Press those hips forward. Draw the front body in. One more each side. Left hand down, open up. And right hand down, right knee down, open up. Push through that right hand, pull back. Lower the left hand, lower the left knee, quadruped. Right foot steps back, engage the glute, left foot back. Right knee underneath you, left knee underneath you. Right leg steps back. Left leg, engage the glutes. Right knee in, left knee in. One more time. Right leg back, left leg back. Right knee in, left knee in. Back one more time, plank. Hold here. Engage the glutes. Pull the hands back, lift the front of the throat, consolidate the core. Lower the knees or not, but lower all the way to the floor. Reach the arms back, lift for locust. Draw the front ribs in, belly in, glutes activated. Plant the hands, push up to your knees, or through plank, downward dog. Walk the feet in. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees without picking up your hands. Walk or jump to the front. And inhale, reach the arms up. Utkatasana chair pose. Ribs and belly in. Exhale, plant the hands underneath your shoulders. Step back into plank. Lower the knees or not, but lower all the way to the floor. Inhale, pull through for cobra. And exhale, lift up, downward facing dog. Walk your feet in. Sun cell L, reach the left leg up. Step the left foot forward. Lower the right knee, not the toes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Now really reach those arms up. Contain the ribs. Keep the back of the skull lifting here. Turning to the right, parallel your feet, right side lunge. Long through the spine. Remember that string between your chin and your pubic bone. Sit back into that right hip. Come back to the front of the mat, pivot the feet, plant your hands under the shoulders, step the left foot back a little bit, and lift the right leg up into standing L. So soften the hands towards the thumbs, soften the chest towards the thumbs, and pull the hands back isometrically. There is a bend in that left knee, and that right glute is really turned on. Both of my frontal pelvic points are even. And then push through the hands, maybe start lifting the left heel up and down. Keep your focus to that left foot. Push through the hands, push through the foot, long through the spine. Good, now lower the right foot to the back of the mat, rise up, warrior one. Make sure your feet are on two different lines. Ribs and belly are drawing in. Lift, 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 lift. Plant the hands under your shoulders. Step back into plank. Lower the knees or not. Lower all the way to the floor. Fronts of the shoulders stay lifted. Inhale, pull through for cobra. And exhale, lift up. Downward facing dog. Walk the feet in. Extend your right leg up behind you. Hip height. Step that right foot forward. Lower the left knee, not the toes. 90-90 lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up. Reach up, keep the ribs contained. Turn to the left, parallel your feet. Side lunge. Long through the spine. Left knee is bent, right leg is straight. Turn back to the front. Pivot your feet. Hands plant under your shoulders. Step the right foot back a little bit. Lift the left leg. Your hands can be on blocks as well at any time. So soften the chest towards the thumbs and pull back isometrically. That right knee is bent, that right hip is hinged back, left glute on. And then begin pushing through the ball of that right foot, lifting that right heel up and down. Gaze is at your right foot. Lower the left foot to the back of the mat, rise up. Warrior one. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank. Lower the knees or not, lower to the floor. Inhale, pull through for cobra. And exhale, lift up. Downward facing dog. Walk the feet in. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or jump to the front. And inhale, reach the arms up. And now we're going to put all of that together and feel the freedom that you have now as we've paid so much attention to maintaining that neutral spine and pelvis and that alignment of the back of the skull, the shoulder blades, and the sacrum. So let's have some fun, align our spine some more, and find freedom in our movement. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge back in the hips, plant the hands. Step the right foot back, keep the knee lifted. Right hand on a block or the floor underneath your right shoulder. Left hand behind the back of your skull, elbow points down. Keep that right thigh lifted and that right glute activated. Now inhale, open the ribs to the left. The elbow will go along for the right. Pelvis stays steady. Exhale, point down. Inhale, open. Exhale, point down. Inhale, open. Exhale, point down. Inhale, open. Exhale, point down. Couple more. Inhale, open. Pelvis stays steady. Point down. Inhale, open. Hold here. And maybe reach the left arm to the ceiling. Now push through the right hand. Pull it back. Consolidate the front body. Lean into that right shoulder blade. Remember, so the right shoulder doesn't dip forward. Lower the right knee underneath your right hip. Left leg to the back. Modified side plank. The left foot can be down or up. Lower the left hand, lower the left knee, open up to the right. Left modified side plank, foot down or up. Now, continue alternating or modified side plank. Step the left foot forward or go back into modified side plank on the other side. Shift forward, half moon. Left knee slightly bent, left sit bone wrapped underneath, tailbone towards my right heel. Maybe bring the right hand on my belly to consolidate and pull that in and lengthen through the spine. Right hand down, right knee down, open up, modified side plank. Again, you can alternate between side planks or step that left foot forward, coming up, half moon. Maybe reach the right arm up. Right hand down, right knee down, modified side plank. Step the left foot forward, half moon. Right hand down, right knee down, modified side plank. So everyone end up here in right modified side plank. Bend the left knee, maybe grab the left top of the left foot. Now pull the heel to the butt as you engage it and press the hips forward and draw the front body in. Keep pushing through that right hand. Now stay here or lower the left foot. Behind you, right foot lines up with the left foot. Push through the right hand, making sure that the shoulder is over the wrist. Keep the ribs drawing in, glutes activated, and maybe reach the left arm over your head. Come back to the front, step the left foot forward, turn to the right for side lunges. Right and left. Long through the spine. Now you can have your hands on your thighs if you're not able to keep your spine long with your hands down. And I'm going to give you the option to do the side lunges, what you need. You can side lunge and turn the straight leg toes up. You can go into Skandasana, but that right foot has to be firmly planted. That heel has to be down. So whatever your body needs in these side lunges, do. Come back to the front of the mat. Pivot your feet. Right knee lands underneath your right hip. Hands underneath your shoulders. Left leg extends back. Bend the elbows back. Lower the torso. Push back up. Left foot plants. Left leg is straight. Come into plank. Right foot back. Left knee underneath your left hip. Lift the right leg. Bend the elbows. Torso down. Push up. Right foot down. Left leg back. Right knee underneath you, left leg lifts, bend the elbows back, shoulders stay lifted, left foot down, right leg steps back, left knee underneath you, right leg up, bend the elbows, push up, right foot, left foot hold, lower the knees or not, lower all the way to the floor. Reach the arms back, lift up for locust, and exhale, plant the hands, push up. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands towards your feet. And inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Now, you can continue with the bending and hinging and sliding down your legs. And rising up on the balls of your feet. Or you can bend and hinge, swing your arms back, press through the balls of the feet, lift the heels. Or you can swing with the long spine, push, and a little plyo. So either one is fine. Last one, come up. Everyone come up. Press through the balls of the feet, lift the heels. Engage, hug everything in, front to back, side to side. Lower the heels. Keep your arms lifted. Right knee to the belly. Extend the right leg forward. Step the right foot forward, coming into airplane. Shift through tilted crescent. Left hand to your right thigh, right hand to your waist. From here, rise up, left knee to belly. Arms lift. Hug that right outer hip in. Right glute activated. Extend the left leg. Step the left foot forward. Shift. Airplane. Step the right foot back. Warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse. Inhale up. Pivot to the front. So pivot your back foot. Prayer twisted crescent, right elbow on top of the left thigh. Good, inhale, come back up. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, up. Exhale, prayer twisted crescent. Inhale, up. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, up. Exhale, windmill, prayer twisted crescent, hold here. Stay there or shift. And lift the right leg up. Long through the spine, front body consolidated. Front of the throat lifted. Lower the hands, lower the right foot. pyramid. So shorten your stance, make sure the legs are on different lines. Both feet are facing forward. Your hands can be on blocks. Your left knee can be slightly bent. Pull the hands back to lengthen through the spine. Press into your left big toe mound and hug that left outer hip back. Good. Plant the hands underneath your shoulders. Your foot steps back a little bit and lift the right leg up into standing L. Ribs and belly drawing in. Soften the chest. Pull the hands back. And then step the right foot next to the left. Inhale, reach the arms up. Other side. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge back in the hips, plant the hands. Step the left foot back, keep the knee lifted, left hand on a block or the floor underneath your left shoulder. Right hand behind your head, elbow down. Inhale, open the ribs to the right, elbow goes along for the right. Exhale, point down. Inhale, open. Exhale, point. Inhale, open. Exhale, point. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Keep your pelvis forward here. Inhale, open. Exhale, point. Last one. Inhale, open. Let the left ear release and reach the right arm up. Now push through that left hand and pull it back. Ribs in. Lean into that left shoulder blade. Whew. Lower the left knee underneath your left hip. Right leg to the back of the mat, modified side plank. Now the foot can be down, the hand can be on the hip, whichever you like. Right hand down, right knee down, open up to the left, modified side plank, foot down or up. Now continue back and forth. Left hand down, left knee down, right modified side plank, or take it into half moon, either way. Maybe step the right foot forward, open up, half moon. Hand to the belly, pull that front body in. Right sit bone right underneath you, tailbone towards your left heel. Lower the left hand, lower the left knee, open up. Modified side plank. Right foot forward, half moon. And again, you can be alternating modified side plank, each side. Left hand down, left knee down. Modified side plank. Step the right foot forward, half moon. Step the left hand down, left knee down, modified side plank. Now stay here. Everybody end up in a left modified side plank. Maybe bend the right knee, grab the top of the foot, bring the heel to the butt. So the glutes are engaged, the hips are pressing forward, and the front body's drawing in. And I'm really pushing through that left hand and pulling it back. Stay there or lower the right foot behind you. Left foot right next to it. Push through that left hand, shoulder over the wrist. Maybe open the chest. Maybe reach the arm. Keep the glutes activated and the front body pulling in. Lower the right hand, turn to the front, right foot forward. Turn to the left for your side lunges. Side lunges can be here. Your hands can be on your shins or your thighs. Keeping the spine long and the hips hinging back. You can add twist here if you want. You can lift the toes of the straight leg if you want. Or coming into Skandasana if you want. So you choose your variation of side lunges. Mindful of the spine, keeping the spine long. That will begin to free the fascia, to free the movement. Coming back to the front of the mat. Plant the hands, lower the left knee under the left hip, and extend the right leg back. Bend the elbows. Push up, lower the right foot, left leg joins. Right knee underneath you, left leg lifts. Bend the elbows. Push back up. Left foot down, right leg back. Left knee underneath you, extend the right leg. Bend the elbows. Push up. Right foot down, left leg back. Right knee underneath you, lift the left leg. Bend the elbows. Up. Hold here in plank. Lower the knees or not, but lower to the floor. Fronts of the shoulders stay lifted. Chest stays a little lifted. Reach the arms, locust. Engage the glutes, pubic bone down, belly in. Plant the hands. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Now you have the option of sliding up your legs, lifting the heels, and sliding down. You have the option, reaching the arms up, swinging back, rising up on the balls of the feet, or swing, plyo, jump. Long spine. Find that imaginary string between your chin and your pubic bone. Stays taut. Last one. Everyone come up onto the balls of the feet. Hug everything in, front to back, side to side. Lower the heels, keep the arms lifted. Bring the left knee to the belly. Extend the left leg straight. Step it forward, airplane. Right hand to left thigh, left hand to hip. Rise back up, right knee to belly. Woo! Extend the right leg, step it forward. Airplane. Step the left foot back, right warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, reverse, up and over. Inhale, up. Exhale, pivot the back foot. Prayer, twisted crescent. Left elbow is on top of the thigh, not across. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, up. Exhale, prayer, twisted crescent. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, up. Exhale, prayer, twisted crescent. Shift forward or stay here. Maybe lift the left leg. Long through the spine, left glute really turned on. Lengthen, lengthen. Focus is down. Then lower the hands, lower the back leg, bring it in a little bit for pyramid. Press into the right big toe mound, pull the right outer hip back. Pull the hands back isometrically to lengthen through the spine. So watch the neck, lifting, tucking, sinking, rounding through the spine. You can bend that right knee as much as you need to. Now plant the hands under your shoulders, step your right foot back, and lift the left leg up into standing L. Woo! Soften the chest, pull the hands back isometrically. Gazes to my right foot, and maybe press up and down on that right foot. Push. Use the ground reaction force here. Push. Good. Step the left foot next to the right. And inhale, reach the arms up. Woo! Very, 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 very awesome. Let's come down to the floor. Bend the knees. Take your left ankle over the right knee. Feel the back ribs on the floor. Consolidate the front ribs, back of the skull supported. Lift the right foot up without using your hands. Make sure the right thigh is in line with the right hip. Gently flex your feet and isometrically pull them apart. Watch the ribs. Really draw this down. Back ribs on the ground. Watch the chin jutting. Maybe reach the arms out. Keeping your legs as they are, carry them over to the right. Plant the left foot as if you're standing on it. Take your right hand onto the left ribs. And think of lengthening that low back and reaching that left arm. Carry the left hand over to the right. Push yourself up, right forearm down, maybe the left forearm down. You might have to bring the left hand instead of the left forearm. And then pull back isometrically with the arms. And here, just let the head hang, stretching the back of the neck. But keep the front body really consolidated here. And then thread the right arm back underneath. Come back to center. Switch legs. So the right ankle. Lift the left thigh. Left thigh is in line with the left hip. Gently flex and gently pull apart. And then feel the back ribs on the ground as this front body just really consolidates and corsets. Feel the back shoulder blades on the mat, back of the skull. Keep the legs as they are, carry them over to the left. Plant your right foot. Right knee is upwards. Left hand to the right ribs to contain those. Belly drawing in, low back is long. And then taking the right arm over to the left to push yourself up. Left forearm, left elbow under left shoulder. Maybe the right forearm will go down, maybe it won't. Pull back isometrically, and then just let the head hang. And then thread the left arm underneath the right. Come back to center. Keep your knees bent and do a couple of those slow lifts into low bridge and down. Just to recenter yourself. And then stretch one leg and then the other. Bring the arms out into a position where the shoulders don't have to work. Take a deep breath in. Exhale there. So we're going to stay here just for a brief moment, and if you'd like to stay longer, feel free to turn off the video and then rejoin when you're done. And begin to deepen your breath. Bringing your hands back onto your body to connect. Bring your legs closer together. Reach the arms up overhead to the floor behind you. As you inhale, lengthen the tailbone towards your heels and draw the ribs away from the pelvis towards the hands, not the ceiling. And exhale. Release. Inhale. Lengthen. And exhale. Bending one knee and then the other. Rolling up or rolling to your side, coming up to a comfortable seat. Sitting tall on your sit bones, aligning your shoulders over your hips. Feeling the length in the back of your neck. And as you inhale, engage around your sit bones, engage the tissues around your sit bones, and lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, keep that length and release around the sit bones. Inhale, engage the tissues around the sit bones and lengthen through the spine. And exhale, keep that length and release the sit bone tension. And inhale, engage and lengthen. And exhale, keep the length and relax the muscles that are attached around the sit bones. Take nice deep breaths here. So when we align our spine and create more of an optimal posture, we get optimal movement, we get good, better movement. And we feel such a freedom within our bodies, which will in turn translate to freedom in our spirit, freedom in our mind, and freedom to live a life that serves us. Whew. Thank you so very, very much. Appreciate you practicing with me. Namaste, my friends. Thank you.